All right, so we're going to welcome you here to the Principals Podcast. In my corner, you have Mr. Hyam, along with Assistant Principal of the Year, Mr. Bandera. And we have a special guest that we're super excited to talk to, Nathan Tager. Nathan, you are amazing at everything that you do, and you do a lot of things. And this fall you added another something new to your plate. And that's a little bit what we want to talk about. So for all of our listeners out there, which is 4, including all of our parents, tell us, Frank. And Frank, Flannel Friday tomorrow, tell us a little bit about your typical week as a student outside of your academics.
All right, so far I've been doing football, soccer, and marching band. So Monday is pretty easy for me. It's just football practice in the beginning of the day, and then soccer practice later, and then Tuesday I don't have football, and then Wednesday and Thursday I have to do the football practice for about 30 minutes, and then I go home. And Thursday I have band, which today I have band in a little bit, but and then I have soccer right after. So, and then Friday's the game, and Saturday, whenever there's a soccer game, then I have to go to that. So I'm pretty busy.
I think I'm exhausted just listening to you.
Yeah, really.
Like, do you have like a Michael Phelps meal, like 25 pancakes just to get through? Because you're tall, lean, and mean. How do you get through it, like physically?
Well, my body just goes. It just goes. And I'll eat a lot, yeah. But my body's just a machine, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not sure everyone knows the story, but how did you get to this point of joining the football team and kicking? How did that all come about?
All right. Well, about 2 years ago, Coach Hewitt came and asked me to try and kick and see if I was just gonna be able to try it. And then I didn't really think about it then. So about a year went by, and I had an uncle who said, I said I might be doing football. I don't really know, but he said, why not just try it and just try it out and see what happens? You could maybe get a scholarship. You never know. It's just you don't know until you try it. So I just went out and tried, and apparently I'm pretty good.
Nathan, how long have you played soccer for?
I've played soccer all my life. I was playing since I was like 7, and rec probably even younger. Played rec, trade travel. Had some pretty good coaches that taught me, and all the way through high school till now.
You got banged up a little bit on Saturday in soccer. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it happens quite a bit. I'm fine though. It's just a regular injury. It just happens, and then I just get better a couple of days later, and I'm back to normal.
So am I right? You have Sundays off, or do you have something you do on Sundays as well?
Yeah, I have a morning kicking practice at 8:30. 8:30. I have kicking practice. Not everybody comes out. It's just me, the punter, and the snappers. So it's only an hour, so it's pretty laid back, but I get a lot of reps in, and it's a good practice.
You have a very strong leg. I mean, we witnessed, pregame, your kicking, and obviously execution in the game. We've scored quite a bit. I don't know how many total points we've scored this year, but we've had many running clocks, which equals many kicks. And you've also had just regular traditional field goals. Do you know how many points you have?
I don't really know anymore. It's too many to count.
I mean, seriously, that's a lot of PATs, and then you have a field goal that I'm well aware of. But how far have you kicked the ball, not just in games, but like in practice, long distance?
Well, the farthest I've kicked was 54 yards, and that was towards the beginning of the season. So that was the longest, but the game one I'm pretty sure was 37, so that's the farthest in the game.
So a little technical piece of that, if you kind of arch back with your top half, your chest, the ball go up. If you keep your chest down, the ball stays down. Have you been working on that with all the wind this week to try to control the ball a little bit?
This guy actually knows how to kick.
Laces out.
I did my research. Bandera. I knew the guests, so I had to do my research.
Okay.
Well, what I've learned is what you want to do is you want to keep everything the same, like in your routine and the way you kick, your follow through, and keep everything the same. You want to keep your body straight up most of the time, but keep your arms out and keep your arms moving while you're kicking. Plant foot should be straight towards the field goal and follow through the kick. So everything should be the same. And my coach says kick everything like an extra point. So everything has to be the same as any other kick.
Let's talk about the band and tell us about the instruments that you play and your experience with the band and how many years you've been playing these instruments.
Yeah, I've been playing for since like 6th grade. I've been playing the tenor saxophone, and I've been in marching band now this is the 3rd year, and it's a pretty fun experience, especially going out to halftime after kicking. It's pretty fun. Me and Jesse were together, and yeah, it's a good experience.
So this year on the road, you're getting to actually hear some halftime speeches.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, because
Yeah.
the band doesn't get to travel. So
yeah. We don't really do much in the halftime, anyways, for kicking.
Yeah.
At least.
Speaking about soccer, what's it like playing with your brother out there, playing soccer? Have you done that in the past, or is this kind of new for you?
Yeah, we've always played together. We were on the same travel team for who knows how long, and we sometimes there's a little bickering going on, but we're pretty good with each other. I'm center defending mid, so I'm the one who supplies him with the balls, and I guess you can say that's why he has so many goals.
You make him look good. Is that it?
Yeah, exactly.
What time is
All right.
what time's band practice tonight? Because I know it's that we're actually probably into your band practice.
Yeah, it was started at 5:30, but it's all good.
all right. So we won't keep you very much longer, but I have to ask this question without offending anyone. Which one is the most challenging sport or activity? The band, soccer, or football?
Since I only have to do a couple things in football, like kickoff and field goal and an extra point, I'd have to say soccer because that's where you do the most of the running, and it's just quite a draining sport. But I gotta get things done.
Excellent.
We won't keep you, but we do truly appreciate you joining us today. Do you have any shout outs? We usually have shout outs, mom, dad, whoever.
Yeah, shout out to my mom. She's been just keeping us going, and she's been the one taking us to practice all the time, and my grandma has been doing the same, keeping us going, and I just thank them.
Is your mom just living at the school these days?
Basically.
Well, we appreciate your time. Good luck this weekend for all the things that you're going to be participating in. And it's been a real joy seeing a 3-sport athlete or a 3-activity athlete in one season all at once. So you have won the Triple Crown this year, and we are very proud of you. And good luck tomorrow against Brush.
All right, thank you.
All right, take care.
Thanks, Nathan.
You too.
All right, the rest of you. It's been a busy week. Last week, we probably could have wore shorts. This week, we're starting to put on some coats. Mr. Hyam, Mr. Bandera, our prediction with the Indians did not go so well, but that's what podcasts are about. So we don't have to have any predictions there. But it's October. So let me ask you this, guys. Favorite thing to do in October?
Go ahead, Mr. Heim.
Oh, gee. I think it's leaf cleanup. Isn't that the favorite for everyone when the leaves start coming down? I know, Mr. Murray, I know that's what you enjoy doing. You race out of here every night, try to get on that blower and tractor and get that, those leaves are starting to fly. Now, I enjoy the warm days and then the cooler nights where you could sit outside and around the fire and just kind of, be a little bit what we call great sleeping weather. So I do enjoy that.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think everything's obviously still a little different with COVID going on, but I've always enjoyed usually right around an EOEA day, taking advantage of a good pumpkin patch with my family, picking out our pumpkins for the year, and nice glass of warm apple cider, things like that. So lots of fun.
Love the colors, and I love the smell of fall, but I do not like the leaves falling. All of us as homeowners and all of us, the listeners, you know what that means, especially when it rains and they're down, or you get them down and then the wind blows and it's like, here we go again. So there's a lot of beauty, a lot of things that we're grateful for. I'm grateful for, once again, we are now officially a month into school. And the one thing that I think we should talk about, guys, is the fact that when this becomes live for tomorrow, there'll be less than 18 days, but 18 days of the quarter.
Less than 3 weeks.
Three weeks. We started school a little bit later, and we had to adjust our quarters. And the fact being is that we have less than 3 weeks to end the quarter. So, Mr. Bandera, give some advice, especially for like our 8th graders coming in, new to the high school, new to the experience, and things that they should really focus on.
So 8th graders and our freshmen, I mean, any of our grade levels, honestly, use this time. I know we have some conferences. As we're taping this, conferences are going on, but also just make sure you're having those conversations with your teachers. If you're not understanding something, seek out your teachers. Make sure they understand you and understand what your needs are. Teachers can't read minds, so help them out. Talk to them. Say, here's where I'm really struggling. Things really ramp up here, especially that second quarter, and things are moving quickly this year. So make sure you're taking advantage of that. Keep an eye on your grades. Grades aren't everything, but grades are important, and make sure you're taking advantage of all the opportunities to get the help. Last year, I had a great group of seniors who graduated, and I remember a lot of them looking at me and saying, I really wish I would have taken freshman year or 8th grade year a little more seriously. They were applying for colleges, and they were like, my grade point average could have been a little bit higher if I would have done better on this freshman year class. It counts. It matters. So try to do your best and, show the rest of the world what we know. You're smart, you're brilliant, you're high achievers.
Yeah, piggybacking on that, I think it's important to allow your counselors and, the 3 of us to help you in that process. If you're not sure how to talk to a teacher, if you have some struggles, or if you have a question and you're not sure how to handle some, please come and see one of us. We're here to help you. And for some of you, this is the first time at the high school with so many different teachers, and you're not quite sure how the teachers will respond to you. But we know from experience that they'll respond very positively with you. They love when you come and talk with them. So take some time and reach out to them. It will make a difference.
Yeah, and I'll just close with, I think this pandemic has really taught us to seize every moment. We do not know what tomorrow will bring us. So really seize the moment in front of you, whether it's, academics, athletics, relationships, seize the little things and be mindful that we are still in a pandemic. And it's so important to continue to take proper precautions, wearing your mask, wearing it appropriately, washing your hands. We're going to be indoors more to be mindful of that so that we can stay in school as long as we can. We are so proud of you for all the things that we have accomplished. We don't really want to knock on wood or do any of those things. We just want to continue doing what we do best so that we can make sure that we stay in school and keep ourselves and each other safe. And hope and pray that with the due diligence, we can get through this sooner than later. Any closing thoughts, guys? Nope.
None this week.
We got volleyball going on.
Yeah, I'd like to send out a shout out to Coach Schneider. I know we talk about it all the time, how busy it is and how much he does for our students. But in these difficult times, I just see him. He's working even more. I don't know how that's possible. I don't know how it's possible that he's making everything happen like he is. But a big shout out to Coach Schneider for everything he's doing. Truly appreciate it.
It does make me have another thought. I just thought of something. Shout out to our girls golf team, WRC champs, correct?
Yeah.
So we'll have to get maybe some of those golfers and maybe Coach Morowski. Well, he's hard to nail down. So I don't know about that, but we'll try to get some of them on here soon.
Does he even know how to golf? Was he just the adult chaperone?
He likes the movie Happy Gilmore.
That's great. I think this is the time for me to, obviously, I give thanks to a lot of people, but I am going to give thanks to pumpkin spice coffee. Mr. Bandera does not like coffee. Someday he might, but Mr. Haim and I, we like good coffee. We generally drink our coffee black, but just enough, a little spice in there keeps us feeling like we can get through another day. So if any of you are pumpkin spice fans, we do like Dunkin' Donuts. But we appreciate you guys. We are in the middle of parent-teacher conferences. So as all parents, I hope that Mr. Haim, your kids, Mr. Bandera, your young bloke, and my children are doing what they need to do to stay afloat with their teachers. So guys, see you tomorrow. Let's make tomorrow great. Go Toppers.
Go Toppers.